Hey, we're going to talk a little NBA, talk a little NBA with our NBA insider and contributor. We got Ryan DeSouza. He's rocking his Houston Rockets
H-Town, we still
um,
standing up. That's right.
H-Town attire. Ryan, before you get into what you want to get into, I got just a question for you. That the winners and losers of the Toronto and Pacers trades, if we want to start off with that.
Uh, well, whenever you're trading draft capital and draft picks, you're never gonna know who's the winner and who's the loser. As far as right now, the winner are the Pacers. With getting Siakam, that was a good all-star caliber player for them to help Halliburton. Also, he also plays great, good defense down low. He's crafty. He's a veteran. He's a champion. So I would say right now I'll give the edge, to the Pacers winning the trade. But whenever you get first round draft picks, man, you don't know what that can turn into or what you can flip for that. So it's all about getting assets, man. If you're not close to winning, you always want to get the assets because you can either draft a up and coming player in the draft, get lucky in the draft lottery, or you can flip those assets and get another key player, whether it's an all-star, whether it's a superstar who wants out, so you always got to position yourself with assets. Right. I give kudos to you guys' team, the Knicks, for doing that. They're competing. I don't think they're a contender, and as far as a championship, but they're competing. They're competing as well as stacking assets. So they still have a slew of draft picks. But like I said, like I said, it's a good deal for Indiana because they think they're close. And Siakam relatively still young, as far as still being in his prime. So you add that to what they have already. You didn't have to give up really any of the key pieces. They give up Brown, who was coming from, but he didn't really pan out for them like they wanted to. So I think it was a good move. Yeah, thank you, Jay. Junior Siakam's only 29. So yeah. So it's a good trade for both teams. But like I said, we'll know further down the line who got the best of the deal with what they get back within that draft capital, whether it's a up and coming rookie or or another veteran that you can flip with those picks. So yeah,
right. That makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, but I like it. I like it for Indiana, man. It makes them more dynamic for sure. Siakam's very versatile on both sides of the ball. He's a good defender. He can guard multiple positions. And teams need that big wing. He can play the three. He can play the power forward spot. Even if you want to go extra small, he's capable of playing the five at some time because everybody's going small. So right.
He guards up. So
absolutely. And like I said, listen, man, you can't equate being a champion and win a championship and that experience that gives you, or right. So now he's going into a young locker room, right? With a team that is young, but they're playing well. That's gonna give them even more confidence. And Halliburton, has been out, but he's coming back soon. But they're still winning. They didn't fall apart while he was gone. That's a good sign.
Yes,
that's a good sign.
Hey Ryan, let me ask you a quick question.
Yes,
within the 5 teams I'm looking at: Cleveland, New York, Miami, Indiana, and Orlando. Does that trade push them up over those teams, or are they still, still a mid team?
Oh, I think they're better than Orlando with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Orlando, like if Orlando would have made that deal and got some kind of veteran, Orlando's all young players. They're all young.
They're playing well.
They're playing exceptionally well.
Even for being in an A spot, 22 and 19 is
right.
For them.
Listen, man. Yeah, that's coming from where they were coming from in the lottery. And that's where my Houston Rockets were at the time. But you know, they went on a cold streak. They lost 3 in a row. Losing Tari Eason hurt them. You know, their defense went from being top 3. They're like, you know, dropping now to 10. So I think they passed Orlando. Those other teams, no, I don't think they're there yet.
Yeah, because they all seem to be all hovering around, you know, same.
Yeah, exactly.
Same record.
The same record, you know, it's whoever gets hot, right? It's whoever gets hot. It's whoever can stay healthy.
You figure after the All-Star break, it starts shaking out.
Right. And one thing I like about what the NBA did was they moved up the trade deadline before the All-Star game, not after the All-Star game. Because you go to the All-Star game and you're getting traded during the All-Star game. It just wasn't a good look. I remember that happened to DeMarcus Cousins at one point.
Boogie. Yeah, they did
that
to Boogie.
Yeah, that did that to Boogie. It wasn't a good look. He did go to the Pelicans and they had, you know, a nice run. But yeah, man.
Let me ask you this, Ryan.
Yeah.
Some of the rumors like Zach LaVine, Caruso, Rozier, where you think some of these guys might wind up going? And also DeMar DeRozan.
And DeMar DeRozan? Yeah. I think the Bulls are going to look to unload some players because they know none of those guys want to be there. And I know we talked about this before. Their demise started with Ball going down because they were balling when they had Ball, when he was healthy, and running the point and getting and putting everybody in their right spots. Losing him just derailed the whole thing. So if you lose him, you might as well just blow it up, man, because nobody wants to be there. I know there were rumors about the Lakers signing the shooting guard, with Zach, but then they kind of shot that down. I think that's just a smoke screen. I think they kind of do want him because I don't believe the Lakers believe in Austin Reeves like they say they do.
They don't.
They don't. Right.
They push it like they do.
Oh yeah. But
they look like they believe in Darvin Ham too, right? Yeah.
Right.
Austin cannot guard anything, so that's the problem.
And another rumor with the Lakers is the point guard that was in Memphis that went to the Wizards.
Okay.
No. Gosh, name slips my mind. But the Jones.
Okay. Yeah. Tyus.
Tyus Jones. They're talking about him because they want a true point guard to help facilitate the rock because your boy.
I thought LeBron was the point guard.
No. Stop that. E. You're right. LeBron gets the ball up 70% of the time. So what do you need a point guard for?
Right, but you still want LeBron off the ball sometimes. And the man's still 40 years old, guys. Okay, he can't do everything, bro.
That's not
Wait a minute. We're not gonna start. We're not gonna do that, bro.
I'm just saying.
We're not gonna say he's 40 years old today and
time
tomorrow,
management.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that's what they're looking for. They're looking for somebody who can create and facilitate offense, not just LeBron. You know what I mean? So that's the point I'm making is LeBron is going to handle the ball most of the time. But what happens when he goes to the bench? What happens when he misses a game? Or you know what I'm saying? And that's going to happen. So you need somebody who's going to facilitate. D'Angelo Russell just doesn't facilitate the ball. He just doesn't.
Yeah,
Austin Reeves doesn't.
They're scoring guards.
Exactly. There's shooting guards who bring the ball up because they have nobody else. So and to be honest with you, we all play basketball. Sometimes, man, it's taxing bringing the ball up every time, and you're the one bringing the ball up every time.
Really?
So yes, it is.
Listen,
take it from me, man. I'm a shooting guard in a point guard's body.
I was gonna say, I see Ryan.
Yeah, and I'm dead nice. But anyway,
well, that's hold on. I'm gonna just say this. That's the NBA's fault. That's the NBA's fault because you don't have true point guards no more. Mm-hmm. Everybody wants to shoot. Everybody wants to step back threes and all this other stuff.
Positionless basketball.
Yeah. The positionless basketball.
I get it.
Right.
I get it. But all these
Cry me a river
that these teams. Yeah, all these things that these teams are trying to find
Yeah.
now. You had it say 10 years ago, but you poo-pooed on it because you don't shoot enough.
Wait.
You don't shoot more than 40% from the field and from three.
Didn't they have
that's the
Schroeder?
most important thing now.
Another guy who's not a point guard. He wants to score the ball.
Yeah, he's not.
See,
but the thing is this: the reality is this, man. You did have Ball, and they got rid of him, right? Because he could play, right? So
correct.
Now,
correct.
Listen, and you also
point guard.
You also
True
got rid
point
of Hart.
guard.
You got rid of Hart, who played point guard too, but he was there as well.
You had Julius Randle.
Well, Julius Randle wasn't. Yeah, you can get rid of him because he don't want. Yeah, he's just going to shoot regardless. Even if LeBron wants the ball, Julius is shooting. He don't care. But the point I'm making is this, or I want to make is this: that they've had ample opportunity over the years to grab point guards and did not do so. But Tyus is a good point guard for them because he's not a star. He will defer,
play his role.
And he'll play his role. He won't be mad that when LeBron's playing, he don't get the ball.
Right, and he also has an amazing assist to turnover ratio.
Yeah, he's good.
He's not going to turn the ball over. So that's I can see that being a good fit over there, like for what you just said, DA. So absolutely, yeah. And I know the Knicks are rumored to wanting Bruce Brown as well.
Yeah, no, we're going to try to get that done.
Yeah. And if the Knicks get Bruce Brown, man, they're going to be tough defensively, bro. Woo. Yeah, and you know he's like a Swiss Army knife. Yeah, so.
No, that's definitely. I think they get Bruce Brown. Watch out. Not saying could be interesting for the Knicks, man. Let me dive into some other things. The Hawks, they're struggling.
Yes,
Trae Young,
I was getting ready to talk about the Hawks. You're right. So the only two guys who are untouchable are Trae Young and the young kid, the Johnson kid. They've made Clint Capella available. They made Murray available. Travis Hunter available. Boyan available. So they made basically everybody available because they're trying to unload too to get other assets. I know the Rockets want Clint Capella back because they need a backup five with Sengun, a defensive guy. So So the Atlanta Hawks are definitely gonna be making some moves, man. Definitely. There was rumors about Murray going back to San Antonio to play with Wemby. Yeah. So
that'd be cool.
Right. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, and and the Spurs knew what they were doing when they traded Murray in the first place because they had to tank. If Murray's there, they're gonna win. They're gonna win games. He's that good. So they knew what they were doing. So it worked out for them. So it's the trade deadline is gonna be fun, man. It's a lot of teams who feel like they're close. Yeah, go ahead, Kev.
No, you and so I want to talk about one of your clips, one of the clips that we talked about, I think 2 weeks ago when you was on here, actually went a little viral on TikTok, man. When we talked about Steve Kerr, yeah, man, we had over 1,000 views and it did very well. So I'm not saying that we're gonna go into that bag again, but. Real quick, Kev, before I dive into the Warriors, man. Rest in peace to their assistant coach who passed away,
that's
man.
terrible.
At the team dinner, bro. I mean, imagine that, man. I mean,
that was crazy, bro. Yeah.
They've been struggling, with team chemistry and Draymond being out, and for this to happen, man, it's just terrible, man. He was loved by so many players. I didn't really know much about him, and I didn't know he was loved by so many people. Obviously, in the NBA, it's a fraternity. Whether it's coaching, players, everybody are stick together and stuff like that, and support each other. But yeah, man, and a nice little piece was a Toronto coach who was like his best friend, or really close friend. Ran a play that he created, he made famous. Some play that they ran, that was the first play they ran in honor of him, and they scored on it. So that was a nice little touch, man. But yeah, just rest in peace to that brother.
Miller. Yes.
Yeah.
Bogdanovich is taking it hard. Atlanta because that's his countryman, and he helped him get on. So.
Right. Yeah, man. So yeah.
Dude was young. He's 46 years old.
46 years old, bro.
Wow.
Heart attack at the team dinner.
Damn.
Yeah, well, it's hard.
Rest in peace, man.
Rest in
Yeah.
peace. Rest in
Indeed.
peace, brother.
So
Rest in
then
peace.
they postponed that game. I believe last night. It was last
and,
night's game?
and tomorrow's game as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think that and the reason why they did that is because after tomorrow, Golden State doesn't play until Wednesday, so it gives them a nice 6-day, just to deal with, how they're gonna deal with it, man. But it's just awful news, man. Awful news, and like I said, and blessings to his family and his friends and his loved ones.
Indeed.
Yeah. But getting back to what was your question about Golden State, Kip? I apologize.
I mean, I know
Are they watched? Are they
yeah,
watched?
I know they're struggling. Will they make it to the playoffs? I know it's a little bit early to determine that, but what it looks like.
Right. So the only way they're going to make it into the play-in is if Houston or Utah or the Lakers, flop. And right now it's looking like my Rockets are flopping a little bit. Utah has been playing well. They caught a hot streak. So Utah's won like 6 in a row. So the Lakers were struggling before these last 2 games. They had a good win against OKC, but you can tell something's just off with them, man. Like whether it's obviously the Draymond factor, but and dynasties never end well, man. They just don't.
No, they fall off a cliff.
Yes, it's what I'm saying.
That's a fact.
I'm still shocked that they won the championship 2 years ago. Like I'm still in like disbelief of it. I'm like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? So and Steve Kerr, not getting the young kids ready for when Clay started showing his age after all those injuries.
Indeed.
When Draymond started showing his age and then showing his his tactics to get kicked out of games and stuff and things of that nature. So it's hard for veterans to play well and be consistent when you're not getting consistent minutes. Imagine what that would do to a young player. So
Right.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
I
don't like their dynamic as a team. So I would say no, they don't make the playoffs or the play-in.
They need to blow that shit up.
Blow it
yeah.
right. Absolutely.
If I may,
Yes.
the reality is they had a bunch of young players that they let go.
Mm-hmm.
Right, they never gave Wiseman a real chance.
Not
in
a
my
shot.
opinion.
Not a shot. Nope.
Yeah, in my opinion, for whatever reason.
And that's why the GM is gone.
Yeah. So the reality is, you get a 7-footer with that type of skill. Because I watched him play. If none of the kid can't play, he can't play.
Right.
He had good games in the NBA.
Right.
You just got to figure out a system. So if you're saying, okay, listen, maybe during the season, dude, you take the weight, and then in the playoffs we throw it back to Steph and Clay.
Right.
Right. So in the play, but they didn't do that. So he was there running up and down the court, and they were still jacking them threes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it just didn't work, and that's why it made it look like he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do.
Right.
But I know Wiseman can play. So I mean, if he ever gets a chance to get out of Detroit and play somewhere, people will see that he's not a bad player.
Right. And also too, man, they kind of, for their failures from last season, they kind of used Jordan Poole as a scapegoat.
And Jordan can play.
And Jordan can hoop. I know he went to Washington and everybody, I thought he was gonna damn near lead the league in scoring, but he
works
can,
in Washington.
right. But he can hoop, and you take that scoring dynamic off of that team where he's playing off of Steph, he's just going crazy, right? So now you trade that and you bring in a Chris Paul who's long in the tooth, man. Injury prone.
That Ryan, that didn't make no sense.
No sense at all.
And,
and Chris Paul, for what he does, is brilliant at it. But that team didn't need
not for that team.
Not for that team. Because what it did, it made them smaller, it made them slower, it made them older, right? So, right. And I know Golden State struggles with turnovers, and I can see maybe, okay, if we bring Chris Paul to run the second unit, when Steph comes out the game, we're not going to, either lose a lead or fall behind. But
they still are not going to beat Sacramento. They have no chance. And so he's a beating.
Not this year.
I mean,
nope.
I mean, they beat them. Right. Not this team, right.
Golden State.
No.
Yeah, Golden State can't beat Sacramento.
Not this team right now. They beat them last year in the playoffs.
I'm sorry. Why are we even talking about it? They're not even gonna make it to Sacramento.
Right. I don't even think they make it to the play-in game.
They got a play-in game. Of course they can make it.
And the hard part is that for that team, they really don't have no trade capital.
It's really the only one they have is Kuminga. That's the only one, and maybe Moody. As far as but Kuminga, you can tell, he flashes brilliance where he can
he can ball.
Yeah,
but,
he can. But exactly, but he can hoop, but he's still like a project. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So
but then you got the media putting out funny shit like, he doesn't practice and he don't do that, and people are like, where's that coming from?
Right.
Because he does practice. He doesn't, so he got a bad rap for some reason. I don't know what it is.
Right.
Well, Ron, let me move off of the Golden State wash.
Acting like they did.
Let's move on.
Mike Mills.
Hey, let me real quick.
Y'all are tripping. Go
ahead, Mike.
Y'all acting like they dead in the water. I feel like their biggest problem is they shots not falling, and Steve Kerr don't know how to coach a rotation. That's really their biggest problem.
Well, those are big
problems.
Listen, I mean, shoot, right? You living down by the 3 ball, so eventually them good shots are gonna go in. That's really what I feel like it is. I just feel like
but
Jordan Poole is terrible. I don't know where y'all got this. He's a good player stuff from here.
No. For them, he was perfect.
Yeah, man, that kid's not bad.
When you on a team like Washington, you supposed to be leading that. He's supposed to be leading that team. There's a lead guard on a team with no point guard.
I don't believe in that, man, because leadership, everybody's not a leader, man.
You still supposed to get buckets. You on a terrible team.
Well, but
then took the terrible Cleveland boys and was averaging 20. What is Jordan Poole doing? Drowning.
If the system doesn't allow for that, it ain't gonna allow for that.
Is
right?
He not
so
the league
what I'm saying, but he can't listen. He can get those shots. They guarding him now.
Right, exactly. He's the first option, the second option. So
when he was Golden State, those are open shots, man.
Exactly. Who you gonna leave? You gonna leave Steph? You gonna leave Clay? No. That's why in that system with Golden State, he was perfect.
Right, but now you're the man with the ball in your hand most of the time. Now that means like more shots, more opportunities. You're the creator. You're the initiator.
No, that means more eyes on you as they have to. They come in. The defense comes in like, hey, we got to stop Jordan Poole.
Right,
we got
to stop nobody else.
We got to and they have no and Kuzma.
And Kuzma the leading scorer. At least he getting his buckets on this badass team. See,
it's not efficient.
What I'm saying is this, Mike, and I'm not disagreeing with you totally. I'm just saying that on Golden State, he got open shots. It's a make and take lead, right? He gets to Washington, dudes are really guarding him. He's never been really guarded before. He can't make those shots. He can't get those shots off. It doesn't mean he can't play. It just means he can't play there.
AKA he's not.
It doesn't mean he can't play. It just means he can't play there.
Right.
He can't play. You the man. This is what you were groomed for. This is your moment. This is what you were for.
I got you. I got you, brother. But nah.
Get in. Go ahead.
And not only that, too, the reason why they're struggling is because Clay's struggling. He's very inconsistent with his shot now because I talked about it before. You're coming off an ACL. You're coming off an Achilles. You can't keep running the same offense you run with this guy, running him off screens. He has no legs. He's shooting threes and have no legs. No wonder, of course, that he's highly inconsistent and shooting his lowest field goal percentage in the last 3 years.
That's the reality.
That's the reality. They're not. He's not a sniper anymore. Steph is still
When you get old, like jump shots come from your legs.
Correct.
So as you get older, that's what goes first as a basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
And no lift, you can't get those shots off.
Right.
So
and still running him to death off screens every damn game.
Yeah.
That's why he can't play defense. He's spent.
Guys, we're going to finish this up. Ryan, anything else before we move on to college basketball?
Man, hey, no, I'm pretty solid with the NBA, man. You know, we still all-star voting is coming to an end as far as the fans goes, so we should know pretty soon who the starters will be. And yeah, so looking forward to the all-star.
They're back to the East-West format, correct?
Yes, they're back to the East-West. No more picking each other's teams and stuff like that. Yeah, so no more fantasy draft type style. It's East-West. Yeah, so
yeah. Thank God.
That's good.
Go ahead.
My boy Embiid damn near destroyed Jokic the other night. Real talk, 41 points.
And he gave. Go ahead.
Off a back-to-back.
Yeah.
He had just got finished smashing Houston for 40.
But the reality, I mean, Jokic is probably a better all-around player. It's just that game. Embiid got him hard body.
Well, I wait. You mean all-around player?
I think
Joker plays no defense.
Yeah, he does.
We're gonna say the Joker now.
No, I'm
Y'all defended Jordan Poole, but we're gonna slam the Joker. All right.
No. I mean, no. Not we're comparing two players, and Da said he's a better all-around player. Where I disagree. He might be a better offensive player, where as far as getting assists goes and things like that. But you guys had preached to me all this time when I've been on here. Defense. You guys had preached that to me. Now.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know.
Now,
so get Ryan. You better get him. Go ahead. Somebody jump in.
So if you defend better than me, and I do everything else, you better.
Right? No. But hold on, Mike Mills, is Joker that much better than Embiid offensively?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. He's a better facilitator, but Embiid is a better scorer than Joker.
No.
Yes, he is.
Oh no.
Yes,
Mike,
he is.
You're wrong on that one, brother. You're wrong on that one.
Let Mike get his. Go ahead, Mike.
He don't shoot better than Joker. I think his post game might be a little more. He gets to the line better. He definitely gets to the line better because you know that's where a lot of your buckets are gonna come from. He
hits threes and amazing. He hits threes, bro. Joker shoots an occasional three.
But Joker hits his threes, and I don't know why they have him out there that much.
No,
I don't know why they have him out there that much.
Mike, you can't be watching this year because this year he's dropping all of them.
Listen, so it's okay if you want to say it's 1A, 1B offensively. When it comes to defense, it's 1A, 1D. When it comes to the defensive end of the game,
that's a fact.
We're not gonna front like Embiid some defensive player of the year. He fake play D. He played D, but he fake play D.
What are you talking about? He's made all team defenses like the last 4 or 5 years.